Welcome to another episode of Cast Iron Grilling. I'm your host, Zen Woodsman, and today do I have a special for you. We're going to do a real simple entree, barbecue chicken legs. For our specialty item, we're going to cook jalapeno poppers stuffed with cream cheese wrapped in bacon, straight off the barbecue grill, smoker, or you can cook them in your oven. But today, we're going to make them. It'll be the talk of your cookout. Let's go. Time for the prep. All right. For the barbecue chicken, we're going to go with our smokehouse cayenne seasoning. Get a bunch of that ground up. Put it in some kind of a bowl, mixing bowl container. So you can add your olive oil and seasoning to it so that it can just sit and soak for a while. Take your olive oil here. Get a nice little generous amount on top. Go ahead and add our seasoning before we get our hands dirty. And we'll just go and start mixing that away. Get every piece as even as possible. And you can store this chicken in the fridge covered. Cook it right away as soon as it's ready, but that's quick and easy. 16 of our bacon wrapped cream cheese stuffed jalapeno poppers straight off the grill. Now you can smoke these, you can bake these. Today we're going to make them on the grill. Now, warning on handling the peppers. The insides have juices and seeds and skin that is hot to the touch. It can burn your eyeballs. I made the mistake one time. No, burning sensation you do not want to go through, my friends. So, make sure you wear eye protection if you need it. Wash your hands thoroughly when you're done. Please don't get any of that in your eyes. We're going to want to take like a spoon and do our very best for minimum cleanup. I try to use the bag that came in. But all of this on the insides of them that you're going to start scraping here, to include this middle vein here, and this is where the juices will start to spray out. You want to scrape that real nice and good. Now, if you like some kick to your peppers, you can leave some of that vein in. Personally, my family and I, we enjoy our pepper taste without that hot, spicy kick. So, I'm going to clean these as thoroughly as I can. Get every little bit of that little pepper vein in there. Ever so careful not to spray my eyeballs with that hot pepper juice. Get them all nice and good. And you're going to want to fill each pepper with some cream cheese. Please make sure you wash your hands thoroughly after you handle that pepper juice. You don't want to accidentally touch yourself in the face, get some in your eye. Woo, boy, you will start to cry. And I don't want any of that for any of y'all. Nah. Nope. Look at that. The bacon just trying to break on me. Here we go. And nobody gets perfect bacon all the time, right? Let's go. Alright. There's number 2. And so on and so forth. So hopefully you're having a nice smooth experience with your bacon, but apparently I'm going to have a broken experience with mine, but we're gonna get it done. And then we'll get to cooking, son. Oh yes, the struggle is real, but once you're complete, here you go. Make sure you wash your hands after dealing with the raw bacon as well. But now your chicken and your peppers are ready for the grill. All right, so let's go ahead and get the grill set up. We've got a nice small 1 layer of charcoal on our grate. Just gonna soak them in some lighter fluid. Gonna keep our cast iron grates off of the fire when we initially light it up. That way we don't cook all our oil out of our grates. All right, once they've soaked a little bit, let's fire up that grill. Now that your prep's done, you've Got your grill fired up. Go ahead and give that little cleaning before you get your bottom grates set in there. You'll be safe to go ahead and start heating up your cast iron grates because we're cast iron grilling. That's right. All right, here we go, folks. On your top rack, you're gonna just set out your bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. Then you can bring that chicken and seasoning with the oils. Oh yeah. Just set them out nice and even on your bottom rack. Remember, them oils will seep down. We'll try to flame and ignite your coals down below. You don't want to sear your food too much while you're trying to slow cook on your grill. So we're gonna go ahead and set them on in. There it comes the flame. So we'll get that last one on there. And you want to shut that grill up to watch that temperature rise. Maybe close your damper at this point as well. Bottom damper at least, so that your flame doesn't continue to sear your meat down below. All right, and so our temperature has slowly risen to a 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Looks like 150 degrees Celsius, and it's been staying steady right there. That's a perfect temperature, folks. We're gonna ride it out. We're gonna be patient too, because chicken needs to cook. Nobody wants no raw chicken. Let's take a look, see. Maybe give them that first, oh yeah, nice and slow they're gonna cook. There you go, you take a look, that side's a little hotter than the other side, oh yeah. You know what, we'll go ahead and give them a flipperoo. But now we're gonna leave that damper, open. Let some of that heat build up at the bottom. But yeah, you want a nice slow cook when you're cooking chicken anyway. Otherwise you'll just burn the outside. The slower you cook, yummy yummy. These can just stay exactly the way they have been. Let that bacon grease just drip down on the rest. All right, so I said 10 minutes before we went to wait, but the temperature, because the damper is open right now, has rose a little bit higher than 300. It's about 340 degrees Fahrenheit now. So I want to just take a look, because you know, you don't want to leave one side down too long. So let's go ahead and take a peek. Get these other pieces in on some of that hotter fire. That's looking good. See, that side's cooking a little bit more than the other. All right, so our temperature is right back up to where the 340 degrees again. We left the dampers open. The wind has picked up a little bit on us out here. So we do have a nice hot fire. The chicken, nice and slow cooking. We've got some red juices coming out of it. That's what you want to see. Cook all that blood out of that juice. You want to make sure you cook your chicken all the way. So once you start to think that they're done, give that last little extra. Alright, but the peppers are coming along real nice. You can see this is where the heat was on this side. And these are already nice and just take that one off and show you the bacon looks completely cooked. Bacon. Maybe that's where that needs to be right there. We're gonna sear the rest of that bacon right there on that bottom rack on them peppers. Let's go ahead and actually cut into one of them and get this nice flip going. That nice and good color, especially on the small ones. This biggest one here. See if I can get down to the bone. Open it up. See a little bit of there's a little bit of red juice in it still. So you know what? We're gonna go for one more flip. Let's go ahead and throw all these bacons down below for a little bit. Get them nice and crispy. Fire is dying down slowly, but we still got a nice sizzle. Let's check that bacon again. Oh yeah. We're calling it on the bacon. It's enough grease. That bacon looks mighty fine. Right. Those poppers are ready to serve. Bon appetit. Some of these smaller ones are probably definitely okay by now, but to be on the safe side, because our big chicken, big piece right there in the center, this one here, seemed to have just a little bit left inside. So we're gonna take that for one more ride on that grill, just to be safe, and then we'll cut into that again. See what we're dealing with. Oh yeah, you know what? We're gonna have a look see. We're gonna see. Oh yeah, it's all cooked now. Take them pieces off. Oh yeah. Now they are ready to serve. Whatever sauce you might like. Teriyaki, honey mustard, wing sauce, barbecue, gochujang, you can't go wrong. Enjoy. And as always, stay zen, my friends.